Hi guys, Overarch here, and today I'm making an updated tutorial for how to increase your performance in Fortnite. So I made a previous video on this, but some new techniques have come to light to that I think are going to be really beneficial for a lot of people. So I'm updating it, and I'm going to show you some more tips and tricks to increase your performance in Fortnite. So like we did in my previous video, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to disable high DPI scaling. So we're going to right click on our Epic Games Launcher. We're going to go to Properties, and then we're going to hit Open File Location. And this is going to pop up. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back a few libraries here. So I'm just clicking on the top. And we're going to go back to until we're in the Epic folder. Once there, we're going to click on Fortnite. We're then going to click on Fortnite Game. Then we're going to click on Binaries. And then for me, it says Windows 64. Depending on what operating system you're running, it might say Windows 32 or Mac, Linux, whatever. Click it and scroll down until you see Fortnite Launcher. We're then going to right click on it and hit Properties. And then we're going to go over to Compatibility. And in the Compatibility tab, we're going to click Override High DPI Scaling Behavior. For Windows 7 and Windows 8, this is actually labeled something different. I'll put it down in the description what that is, but it's the same process. You just click it and you make sure it's on Application, and then you hit Apply, and you're done. So that's the thing I walked you guys through in my previous video. We're going to do something a little bit more complex and in-depth, but this has been reported to give massive improvements to FPS. We're going to open our search bar, and we're going to type Run. Next, we're going to type into this area here, App Data. So that's APPDATA, and hit OK. Next, we're going to go into View, and we're going to check this box right here, which says Hidden Items. And then we're going to go to Local, and then we're going to find Fortnite Game, which is right there. And then we're going to go into the Saved folder, and then the Config folder, and then Windows Client. And there should be a file in here called Game User Settings. We're going to right-click that, go to Open With, and Notepad. Or you can open a notepad and drag it to it. And you get this big list of things here. What we're going to do is we're going to go down to the first space that's available. We're just going to hit Enter. And then we're going to type in full screen mode equals 0. And the F and the M are capitalized. It's very important you capitalize it, otherwise it won't work. So that's FULLSCREEN, capital M, ODE. Then equals and 0 with no spaces. So what this does is it forces your game to display in full screen. And that essentially gives it is a more efficient use of your resources, and it can potentially increase your FPS by a lot. Now, as a bit of a warning with this, on some PCs with some hardware setups, this will cause visual glitches or instability, such as crashing and the like. If that happens, just go back in and remove this line of code, and it's fine. Actually, this isn't really code, but you just remove that setting that we've typed in, and it's fine. You then go up to File and click on Save, and you're done. There's one last thing we can do, but this does significantly impact your game's visual look. It says right here, SG.resolution quality, right there. What you can do is you can go into this, no matter what your resolution is in game. So this is a percent. So right now it's at 100%. We could set it to 50%, which halves the resolution we have the game displays, and which obviously is going to make it look very, very blurry. But it does also significantly increase performance because it's less pixels that have to be rendered. And you can set this to whatever you want between 1 and 100 value. For me, because I have a pretty good computer, I'm going to keep it at 100, but you can go down to as low as 10 or 25%. And basically, depending on how low you crank that, you could probably get this to run on a toaster. It makes the game incredibly easy to run. And I've had good performance with it. Then again, my computer's also pretty good. One of the most common questions I get on these types of guides is, will this get me banned? And the answer is a resounding no. This will not get you banned. This is just changing settings, and that's not a bannable offense. Nothing we're doing here is a hack, and I've been playing for a long time with my settings changed this way, and I've never been banned or heard of anyone else getting banned. As always, guys, if you have your own tips to increase performance, or if you have any questions, be sure to leave a comment down below. I do look at all the comments, so that's kind of a way you can give me feedback. And as always, guys, I hope to see you next time. Bye.